Hi guys, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun day because I have been saving these books for this video. I have never read an Ali Hazelwood book, so I thought it would be really fun to get a bunch of them and do a whole dedicated video where I only read Ali Hazelwood books for a week. I have been working through a really long fantasy series the last week or so, and I feel like I need a break. I'm over halfway through it, but I need a break from the high fantasy so I can get into some cheese romance, you know what I mean? I really don't know anything about her books except that they always kind of are sciencey. They have like the science trope, but I've got 4 books here. Depending on how I feel about this week's reading, I will go get more, but I figured 4 was a good starter. I have Checkmate, which is one of her most recent ones, Love on the Brain, Bride, and The Love Hypothesis. So I'm really excited to read all of these. I'm thinking of starting with Check and Mate because it's the shortest of the 4, and oh, this is a signed one. How fun. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with this one. Mallory Greenleaf is done with chess. Every move counts nowadays. After the sport led to the destruction of her family 4 years ago, her focus is on her mom, her sisters, and the dead-end job that keeps the lights on. That is, until she begrudgingly agrees to play in one last charity tournament and inadvertently wipes the board with notorious king killer Nolan Sawyer, current world champion and reigning bad boy of chess. His loss to the unknown rookie shocks everyone, especially Mallory. But what's even more confusing, his desire to cross pawns again. So, it's all about chess and an enemies to lovers type situation, it sounds like. So, I'm really excited about this. It is about 350 pages, so a quick read, and I am going to start on this. Okay, I am a little over 100 pages in, but we gotta talk. We gotta talk. I know I'm only 100 pages in. I've got like 2/3 left, but this is a book about chess. You would expect that based on the cover, but this is all chess. I am learning things that I never would have learned. You know, I know it's probably gonna be like, I know it's an enemies to lovers story, but they haven't even had a full conversation yet, and we're a third into the book. So, we gotta talk about that. And then I thought this was a YA book, but there's been a couple like mentions of things, and I'm like, okay. I don't know, chess does not interest me like in any sort of way. I do think it's interesting that this book won like some awards on Goodreads last year for like YA books or something. So, I mean, people clearly enjoyed it, but I'm like reading it and all about like her moves in each chess game, and I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. But I'm gonna keep going because I feel like they're gonna, you know, have their first conversation soon, and then maybe it'll pick up, but I will check in with you guys in a little. Let's talk about this book. Just finished it. I guess I expected it to be a little bit more romance and not like 95% of it being about chess. Like even like at the ending, like they didn't even get together till like the last, what, chapter? Something that I did like was that it was touching on gender stereotypes a lot and how it was showing that women can do something as good as men can. In this instance, it was chess. So I did really enjoy that part of it, but like no real romance. Like it was all about chess and her struggles with her family and how she always felt like a burden. It was mostly about that and less about romance. I feel like giving it 3 stars is generous. I feel like I'm leaning more towards 2.5. I'll probably never think about this book again. I think I'm going to rate it 2.5. And yeah, I will say that I did enjoy her actual writing and I'm excited to keep going throughout this week reading her other books. I don't know which one I'm going to start next. Let's go grab our next one. Sorry if the lighting is weird. I'm looking at all my books here. I think that I want to read Bride third. Like I think it'll be like a good, since it's like paranormal romance, I want to like put this in the middle of the week to break up all the other romances. So do I want to read The Love Hypothesis or Love on the Brain? I think, because they're both about science. If I remember correctly, this one started off as like a Kylo Ray fanfic. Like that is literally Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley on the cover. So I kind of want to save this one for last in case I get into like a slump. But I don't know. I guess you'll see in the next clip which book I choose. Good morning. It's the next day. I know I'm filming on my phone right now, but I have been scouring my house for my adapter that has my memory card in it. Can't find it anywhere, so we're using the phone until I can find it. I did decide that I want to start The Love Hypothesis. I don't know, I'm feeling like fanficky vibes. I know that this book is like one of her highest rated, if not her highest rated book, so I'm excited because I really want to enjoy the book I read today. And I even had a friend message me today and was like, have you read this yet? And I was like, no, I will. Give me a few hours. The book is almost 400 pages, so it's a little bit longer than the one yesterday. So I'll be working on this today and I will check in with you guys throughout the day. I finished it. So I have been listening to the audiobook all day. It took me about, I don't know, 6 hours or so, and I'm currently building a book nook. I did like it. I liked it way more than I liked Checkmate. It was very sciencey. Sometimes I feel like it was a little hard to follow, but I liked the main characters a lot. I liked their banter back and forth. I liked the whole fake relationship thing. I feel like that trope is always, you know, it's a cute one. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was way more fun to view it as if it was Adam Driver. So I am going to be starting Love on the Brain, which I'm excited about. It's like similar thing. It's like enemies to lovers. I think she works for like NASA. So yeah, we're gonna start this. I'm like 30% in. I can't connect to it. I can't relate to it. I'm just waiting for like, or I'm like barely even eating up like the tiny bit of romance crumbs we're getting. So I'm excited to read Bride tomorrow because it's like the paranormal romance. So it will have nothing to do with science. And I'm going to be so for real. I'm probably not going to go buy Love Theoretically. And I'm just gonna call it quits with the 4 books. But I'm gonna keep going. We gotta talk about this book. I have read a lot of books this year, like 50, and this is the first book I have actually thought of a DNFing. So that says something. Like with the other one, Love Hypothesis, I actually could get through it as far as like the science stuff goes. This one, totally different. I wrote a couple notes. The main note that I wrote was, once the couple got together, I was done. I was checked out. I was like, what else? What else could be in this book? And I still had like over 100 pages left by the time they got together, and I was this close to stopping it. And I just finished it. I didn't even read the epilogue. I literally don't even care. I don't even care. And then at the very end, what was that true crime at the very end? Like, what was that? This book is a 2 stars for me, unfortunately. But the last one we're gonna do in this video, Bride. I have high hopes for this book. I saved it for last. I have high hopes. I don't think I'm gonna read it today because that's $3 in one day, but we'll see. Finished Bride. I know I didn't really give any updates or literally even tell you that I was reading it, but I started it last night. I read like 2 chapters last night and it hooked me right away. Like the end of the prologue, I was like, I will say, after doing a week of reading Ali Hazelwood books, this is definitely my favorite that she has done. I didn't love like the science and the chess aspects of her romance books, but this being like a paranormal romance with like vampires and werewolves, there was a lot of world building. It wasn't fantasy, but you know, there was world building, there was conflict, there was plot, drama, just like any good old fantasy book. And I just liked this a lot more, and I hope that she continues to do more paranormal stuff or even write a fantasy book. Like, I feel like she would eat it up. I did decide to give Bride 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I loved the banter back and forth between them. I liked their chemistry. I liked the little bit of world building that we did get. It was kind of giving me like Crescent City vibes. Like, it was kind of giving House of Earth and Blood. Like, there was a lot of similarities. So if you like Crescent City, you might like this. I don't know. I think this showed me that I want to read more stuff with vampires. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I feel like I've been up and down. I've been through it. I am glad I saved this one for last. It slightly redeemed her for me. I will probably never pick up Love Theoretically, and I honestly will probably not read any more books from her if they have to do with science. I just can't get into it. It's not my genre. That is my thoughts. I had fun this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have read Ali Hazelwood books, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Or if there's another author that I should do this type of video with that I haven't read before. I loved doing this video. And I will see you guys next time when I post a new video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!